do like the X-Men.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Savage Land. Welcome to another episode of Soapbox. And on Soapbox this episode, we're pretty much going to be doing another recap of the Hasbro Pulse live stream with all the in-between figures that came out. I'll be talking about them. Yesterday I put out a video basically talking about the Zabu Build-A-Figure wave, which was the last reveal, which should be up for pre-order February 22nd. Got a lot of good figures in that wave, especially the Cable, but we'll recap on that. But in between, I'll put in some new topics that I want to talk about and haven't talked about, because Soapbox actually hasn't been out for a while. I got a lot of series going on right now, so I just don't have the time to put it out weekly, which is cool. Ain't too much going on. What's a great time to do Soapbox is when they have events like this, and then I can just splash in other topics that I want to talk about. But we're going to jump right into it, man. Like I said, we're going to be going over some of the reveals that they did for the Marvel Legends Hasbro Pulse live stream, and I'll be talking about some new things. Now I want to talk about a topic that I was talking about earlier but really didn't get into it. A new channels I've been watching. I'm into diecast cars. I'm more in the 1/24 scale. I don't really collect too many Hot Wheels, but I do have Hot Wheels. I picked them up, especially the Hot Rods, that little series. Anything that looks good. Theme series. I got a Superman, Batman, Hot Wheels, and I have quite a bit, but not as much as I think if I have as in my Jada 1/24 scale. But what I have picked up on these Hot Wheel channels is the races that they do, which garners thousands of views, and I see why. I mean, you could do a short clip on that in your YouTube shorts for a minute, and people could watch that clip 10 times over and over, because it's that good. It's like watching a real race. And two channels, Boy Racer Ben. He's like a guy from Australia, and if I got his name wrong, it's up there this time that you can see. I came across him on my Instagram just watching reels. Really good channels, and really fun and exciting. And I wanted to build a 1/24 scale track for my Jada cars, but that's going to be some work. I'm gonna definitely have to custom, because most of the track pieces come for the scale that the Hot Wheels is in. So just something very interesting. And if you like diecast, if you're a car person, which I am, these channels will definitely serve your interest. The other one is Starlight Hobbies. I believe starting line hobbies. And that just randomly came across me, and I found out who channel that is. That's actually Currency. Currency is like an underground rapper from Louisiana. He kind of bubbled in the mainstream, but he didn't really want to do that. He's more of a rapper's rapper. He really will get down, and he released a lot of good projects on his own, but he's also into cars. And most of the time, the people that's into cars in real life are going to be into toy cars. Let's start off with the XMen 97 cartoon. I think it's going to be cool. I think it looks good. I was watching Bug from ACBA. I was watching one of his YouTube shorts, and he was talking about Gambit riding on Wolverine's back. And I truly feel the same way, like, what the hell is he doing on Wolverine's back? Wolverine wouldn't even allow that. I couldn't even recognize what he was doing. But of course, we all see he's charging up his claws, which I think that's a pretty cool effect, but why that way? If anything, I could see him riding on Beast's back, and Gambit's 6 foot something, and Wolverine is 5 foot 3, 2, something like that. He's really small, so that looks retarded. I don't understand why they did that. But the other issue is Fat Butt Road. she had a fat butt. She definitely did, man. She definitely had a fat butt in the 90s. That's something I totally remember. She was drawn like that in every episode, not just the one when she's laying down on the ground with Apocalypse, you know. But she was thick from the front. Her front piece was fat. If you know what I'm saying. So did I notice them cheeks, them cakes? Yes. And that wasn't a big thing to me. I've been seeing the meme a lot lately over the past year or so, but I didn't notice that. But somebody, JC, I was watching him last night, and he showed a picture of it, which I hadn't noticed, but her butt is flat as I don't know. It looked like Taylor Swift. Deadpool, the trailer for that, I think that's pretty cool. That is the only movie I think I actually want to go see. I haven't been in the movie in years. A few movies I said I was gonna go see last year, I just didn't. I don't care. But Deadpool is something I definitely want to watch in the theater. But one thing I did order was the Deadpool 3-pack with the scooter. And not necessarily for the Deadpool, because I had the Deadpool from last year's Comic-Con, which is the best Marvel Legends Deadpool so far. I wish the neck articulation was a little bit better. I wish it had a double ball at the neck, and at the neck there, just like G.I. Joe Classified, then that would have been a perfect figure. But it's still good. It's the best one they got. I got that one. So it's not necessarily for the Deadpool. It's for the scooter, really, and the dog, the fodder. That's it. I think it's up $10. This is a set that's been out before. I think it started off at $30. when it first dropped a couple of years ago, and now they got it up there for 40. I ordered. I don't know. I might take it off pre-order. Who knows? That's how I do. Also here we got a guy saying, so dumb question. Why does Apocalypse have a big A on his suit? Like, sure, I get A is for Apocalypse, but was he born thousands of years before the invention of the modern alphabet? So how would you know what the letter A was? And that's actually a pretty good question there. But you know, when it comes to fantasy and things like that, you know, things can get kind of wacky and not explain itself. But yeah, it's true. Like before the modern alphabet, if anything, he would have an Egyptian letter on his belt, standing for Apocalypse. You know, the beginning letter in Apocalypse. But of course, you know, it's American literature, so he's gonna have an A. My biggest thing is maybe he started off with an Egyptian letter, and as time went on, it just modified. Because he's a shapeshifter, he can change. And by the time he got to the 20th century, or 19th century, he shaped it to the letter A. That's the only thing I can think of. But great question, but sometimes you just can't just go that deep into this stuff. The Daredevil and Hydro Man 2-pack, the SpiderMan VHS line. And I'm talking about this because I haven't done Soapbox in a couple weeks. It's been spaced out since I've been dealing with this series. As far as that Daredevil, I think that shit is trash. Man, why did they try that cell shading on there? And I would have said this 2-3 weeks ago whenever this happened. I believe 2 weeks ago when they put this out. I want that Daredevil body, but I'm gonna just be patient, my son. And I will get it because I believe it's probably gonna come out on a retro card one day with everything you need for it, and it'll probably be like a Target exclusive or something like that. That smells Target exclusive. Also went into a new VHS set, which was pretty much Morbius and Doctor Strange. Now, the Michael Morbius, I think it's the best one looking one they have. I have one that's like all black. He just looks like a vampire, and a lot of people like that one. I was trying to think of earlier what wave that came out of. I believe that was like a Hobgoblin or a Demo Goblin wave. It was a Spider-Man wave I think you had to put together, and that Morbius came in that. This was about 3-4 years ago, and I actually went and hunted that wave down at Walmart. But this is the best looking one. And then far as the other character in there, Doctor Strange, I think that one looks better than the comic version of Walmart came out last year. A lot of people like that one, but I hated the legs. The legs were like the old women figures. I think my legs are starting to do that C curve, but this one looks like it's on a different, thicker body. He doesn't have, I guess that's what you call a tunic or something that goes around the waist, or kind of carry covers up your groin area. He just kind of has straight to pants and shirt. And the cape is even though it's still like hard and plastic, it's kind of more of a relaxed look instead of that whipped up look. I just really didn't like that Walmart one. That was on a lot of people's top 10s, which I'm not shitting on anybody for that, but I just didn't see what was so great about that figure. The head sculpts were good on that, I would give it that, but as far as body wise, I think this one probably looks a little bit better. And then they also have a retro card Prowler coming out. I believe that's a Target or Walmart exclusive. No pre-orders on all these, but Prowler, I didn't even know he was in the cartoon. I didn't even know about Prowler until Spider-Man that crossed the universe, the Spider-Verse ordeal. I didn't know he was a black guy. I didn't know any of that, to be honest with you. They got the retro card. He actually looks pretty good. I like his aesthetic on it. There's something if I see it in store, that's like a figure. Like if I got some time to mess around, I was like, okay, I'll grab this Prowler because it does look good. I will give it that. For the most part, that Spider-Man retro card, ever since it came in 2020, has pretty much been one of the best Marvel Legends lines. Also, Lau's Figure Files put up something the other day that I didn't see, but I finally seen it on Big Bad Toy Store. The Juggernaut and Colossus 2-pack that was a Target, I believe, exclusive a long time ago, about 4 or 5 years ago now. I actually remember buying it in Target, and I was gonna put it back down, but I was like, you know what, nah, I'm spending. And this is really, I didn't spend a lot on action figures. That's why I know it's a long time ago. It had to be before 2020, 2019, 2018, somewhere in that range. But it's back up, and I believe this pack was originally $50 or $60 for both of them, but now it's $75.99 on Big Bad Toy Store, and you might as well say it's $80. And it considerably went up to $20, $30. And I was just gonna pre-order one because I always wanted a second of that. I was thinking about that 3-4 months ago. I was like, man, I should have got a second pack of that just in case something happens to my Juggernaut or my Colossus. I still have that pack because I believe it's good. I love the Juggernaut. I love the multiple heads with them. Colossus is straight, that pack. But for $80, you're talking about $40 a piece for those figures. Come on now. Come on now, man. So, but if you're interested in that, it should be up on Big Bad Toy Store. And so check that out. The Colossus and Juggernaut Juggernaut 2-pack. And I'm pretty sure they're putting that back out because of Deadpool. Also, they have a new Carnage coming out. Pretty much the same Carnage that came out with that Venom Pool. What was it? Yeah, Venom Pool. Yeah, Venom Pool builder figure wave. That I actually hunted that wave down too. I think I pre-ordered though. Only 4 figures in that wave to make a awesome, dope builder figure that still looks good to this day. And that Carnage was one of them. It has the raised tentacles on there, sculpted in. But it's the same thing, but even more better now. It's on a card back, retro card, which is cool for display. And it comes with a big axe, and it also comes with another kind of like a sickle that he comes with. And it looks phenomenal. Has a different head sculpt on there, more of a comic head, and I'll definitely be down to get that. No update on the pre-order. They also have like a Fantastic Four with Wolverine and Spider-Man coming out. I will get this one just simply off the fact because I want that Wolverine in my collection, and the Spider-Man looks okay. I was really looking at that torso section, which I believe that's almost the standard for Spider-Man. I don't have to have the articulated hinged toes, but I do need that torso, and it looks like that, and I like the color way on it. It's something, if I go back and get Frank and Val just to kind of complete that team, which I knew nothing about, it'll definitely be on some sale type or ordeal, because I believe that was an Amazon exclusive, so you might find it one day for 30 bucks, and 25 I think that's worth if you want to complete that team, but otherwise I do not care. So with the Marvel Legends reveals yesterday, they showed a new Baron von Zemo, and this one right here had kind of like a hooded head that looks like Cobra Commander, and everybody's been talking about it. I got Artishark, which is a great YouTube channel. I got his thumbnail up there, and they're saying, okay, if you can do this, what's wrong with doing Cobra Commander, a hooded Cobra Commander? And this head is really close to it. I can see some people customizing and foddering this head to make it work. So it's definitely something to think about here. And if they don't do it, hey, you basically almost got a hooded Cobra Commander head right there. Then they also showed a 3-pack that pretty much has Nick Fury Jr., which is pretty much Samuel L. Jackson. And they have Dum Dum. He was in that first Captain America, pretty much has that bowl hat on, and pretty much has that handlebar mustache, man. But they got them strictly in SHIELD uniform, nothing like specific. I thought that Dum Dum character, I thought he comes with like a jacket. Once again, that's not like my deep area. I'm not even going to front to you. I'm a 90s kid. I'm an X-Men kid. So to get deep into Avengers, I thought they were weak in the 90s. So I don't get deep into the lore of them. But I thought that guy usually wore like a leather jacket. I know he smoked cigars or whatnot. But they look good though. He has a big beefy buck. Nick Fury looks good. It's about time for an updated version of him. And I wonder why they don't have, I mean, it's all a suit all the way up to the neck. Like, I think he has on gloves also. Why wouldn't they make the white Nick Fury too? I mean, that's the Nick Fury I grew up with. I don't mind the black one at all. To be honest with you, Samuel L. Jackson has done a great job to burn in your brain. That's Nick Fury. That's great characterization from a character actor, basically. But I grew up on the one with the eye patch, David Hasselhoff. I believe he even played Nick Fury in a cheesy movie in the 90s. But that was a perfect opportunity. There was no problem to add that head in. They said they're packed with accessories. So, you know, who knows? Maybe that'd be a surprise. But then they also have Sharon Carter. I'm not too big on this face sculpt here. It looks kind of, I don't know. Maybe it looks better in real life, but she's on the Black Widow body. I was trying to figure out when I was watching it, like, is that the Black Widow body or some pieces? Because the arms definitely look like that, but it's definitely the arms. It's definitely the legs. Now, I believe, and I'm not an expert at this. Now, I just love this, okay? But from me just looking, it looks like the legs because she doesn't have a boot cut. That cat suit one piece, you know, doesn't look bright, I guess, aesthetically with that boot cut, so they didn't have it. So it looks like that. It looks like it has the same kind of bust and zipper there. The arms are different, even though the arms are the same. I don't know if that's paint or scope, but her shoulders are exposed. You know, Black Widow had a full cat suit on, but basically same ordeal, and that's cool. Another great figure. That'll be a great figure to add in. So it definitely looks like she's on the Black Widow body, man. In a 3-pack that I'm interested in, you know, I'm definitely interested in it. I'm more over it. I'm more crazy over the X-Men stuff. But that 3-pack will be coming to you guys soon. This week, actually just today, I picked up 2 figures. I was out at Ross, and I've been seeing people getting the Python Patrol. But I didn't see that, and that's really what I went to look for, just to see if it's there. But I picked up this. This is nothing new, but I hadn't seen him yet at my Ross. Actually, I did. I passed up on him. I just picked him up because he's $5 and I didn't have a minimum card one. These card backs are real cool. This figure is okay because I already brought one for like $20 back in like December, but this was $5 for, and I'm really just paying for the card back and the MOC, so I can put it with my other collection. So this stuff is still out there at Ross. And for a minute there, for like 3 weeks, a month, it was real dry, but I see stuff is popping back up, and this is what I picked up today for them for $5. Avalanche, the X-Men retro card back. This was a figure right here that I really wasn't too interested in, but I seen them before in GameStop, and I said if I got the time and the time of day, like I usually say, I'll get them. I had a $5 promotion on my GameStop account, and also had $3 from GameStop points, so that's $8. With the pro membership, this was like $23.99. It brought it down to $15 with tax, $17 for Crystar. So I definitely picked this up. Do I have a strong connection to Crystar? No, I do not. But I wanted to get this figure because I think it's pretty cool. I don't remember from the 80s. I wasn't old enough. But also I wanted to investigate to see if this would be a great Iceman. And looking through the package, this will be a great buck for Iceman. And I'm ready to see what this figure can do, man. For $17, I think it was totally worth it. All right, so last on the wave that's actually coming up for pre-order on February 22nd, they showed off a figure that we've seen before. I'm not necessarily interested in that subgroup, the Red Guard or October Guard. I believe October Guard is G.I. Joe, but the Red Guard, which pretty much Black Widow belongs to. This is the Red Widow, I believe her name is. I'll have it up here, but she looks pretty good. A pretty cool figure. Pretty much has a nice staff with 2 blades on the end, and looks like a pretty dope female. Only thing I'm just worried about is that cloak over. It's totally plastic, so how well will she be able to move? Next up, they showed a character that I know diddly squat about, and it's Icarus from the Eternals, but it's the comic version. And even though I don't know jack about this, this is actually a pretty good looking action figure. It has nice head sculpt, nice blonde hair. I like the vibrant colors that it has for the costume, and I like the way the buck looks. So it's definitely a figure. If I was buying this entire wave, it would be one of the ones I gravitate to more. Also, they have a new figure called Superior Iron Man. Another Iron Man, a pile of Iron Mans, like, eh. But if you're into that, that's cool. It's definitely a totally different look on Iron Man. He's in the all white, has the whited out Stark eyes. No pun intended. But there you have it. Also, next up, a figure that everybody's been waiting for a while, Wolfsbane. So you can finally complete your X Factor. I have all of them. I have Strong Guy, I have Multiple Man, I have Polaris, I have Havoc, and I believe she's the last one left, man. So hopefully she'll fit right in. And that's a sleeper team that's built. That's all the figures actually look pretty good, from the Strongman Builder figure to the 2-pack with Polaris and Havoc, to the Multiple Man that came in the old Apocalypse wave, which is he's Multiple Man from the 90s, which had another great extra head sculpt that I have on another figure that's been kit bashed for years. So Wolfbane is a definitely great addition to that team. Another figure they added in that's like, like I have another Thor that looks like it. They say it's Thor, but it's not Thor. A figure called Black Winter. Another figure that is on sale, I would buy. And like I said, the figures in this wave I would gravitate mostly to would be the Icarus, the Wolfsbane. So this Black Winter, that's something that's just for people. If you're interested in that, you definitely get it. Definitely has a lot of fodder inside of the pack. But the one particular figure that's my favorite in this is the Cable, and finally give a round of applause for them that they finally did this. This is the 90s Cable I was looking for. Last but not least, we have Kazar and Sabu from the Savage Land. Ironically, Kazar looks pretty good, and Sabu is the Build-A-Figure. They said they got the help from some in-house partners and brands, and I'm pretty sure G.I. Joe helped them out with this animal. And if G.I. Joe helped them out with this animal is phenomenal. I read a quote, somebody said they don't like small builder figures. This isn't like that dog with the space helmet on. This figure actually looks the size of a 6-inch action figure. It's not huge, but you know that I don't know what it is, some type of tiger or whatever you got. Oh, Sabretooth, that's what he is, ironically. But he looks pretty good, man. He looks like he has good articulation. Kazar looks pretty good, man. And this wave right here, I might dibble and dabble trying to put together this wave just to get Sabu, because I believe that's a great Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure, and G.I. Joe helped with it, and it's an animal, and it's part of the Savage Land, man. So I definitely will be on the hunt for that. But that whole entire wave, so you're looking at about for 5 versus 3. Yep, because it's a 7-figure wave, and 4 of the figures versus the 3 other figures. The three figures, there's 3 figures that's there, 4 figures that's good in my eyes, and then Sabu, the Build-A-Figure, is the 5th great figure. So in my eyes, it's 5 versus 3 is a good thing, but I actually particularly want this wave for certain things in it, man. But we'll see how we'll work that out. But that live stream was pretty good. It's starting off, Marvel Legends starting off pretty good, especially with the Wolverine 2-packs. They say they have more and more Wolverines coming. This wave they put up for pre-order, and most of it is good. I think it's worth it. And then some of the other pre-orders was really good too. But what do you guys think? This is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. If you can, tap into my Instagram at Geppetto910. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.